and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Let's pull up this next story here. Shout out to the one and only, the unstoppable Aaron Mate, who, again, has been one of the few journalists to actually do his job correctly, and that is holding those in power accountable, looking at the facts, and again, constantly speaking truth to power. He was on point, was again calling out the hypocrisy of Russiagate. And, you know, on Friday's show, we did talk about, you know, this scandal with Clinton's lawyer, and Aaron Mate just basically gives a 1-2 punch to Russiagate, basically smacking it down to the ground. And just glad to see that we have journalists like him out there, similar to Max Blumenthal, Ben Norton, and so many others at the Gray Zone, Mint Press News, RT America, Mikasa Sukasa, Convo Couch, our Lens Media, that are constantly calling out, again, how much of a scam Russiagate was. So I urge everyone to read the article in its full entirety. I will read some short excerpts from this article because I really feel that all of you should read it yourself as well. Again, Aaron Mate just constantly smacking around Russiagate. So, with Clinton lawyer charged, the Russiagate scan is now indicted. The indictment of Hillary Clinton's attorney, Mike Sussman, offers new evidence that the Trump-Russia conspiracy theory, sorry, Aaron, I got to read that again, offers new evidence that the Trump-Russia conspiracy theory that engulfs Trump's term in office was itself a product of fabrications involving Clinton's 2016 campaign. Although Sussman faces just one count on a false statement charge, the 27-page charging document offers an expansive window into how the Russiagate scam began and how Democratic operatives, intelligence officials, and the establishment media figures dishonestly fed it to the public. So again, we talked about this for a long time, especially on Hard Lens Media early on too. A lot of independent media networks were saying how much Russiagate was a scam. And what was our reward? What were we given in return? Oh, you guys are Trumpers. Oh, how can you stand for Trump? Why are you defending Trump? Don't you see that Russia is doing this? Russia is doing that? I just want to tell everyone right now, and this is something that all of you can use as well, and this has nothing to do with Clinton or Trump. The Supreme Court of the United States that passed Citizens United in the McCutcheon decision opened the door for dark money to get into American politics. So that means anybody can legally give money, because we legalize corruption in the United States with Citizens United and McCutcheon decision, thanks to our Supreme Court, can buy a politician, can influence a political campaign. The door is open for American corporations, for national corporations, dark money, or other foreign countries, because the Supreme Court opened that door. So long as money is in politics, anybody can influence an election. But this whole idea that Russia did it, what, with Facebook ads? Facebook ads? Just even saying the name annoys me. Because let's face it about Facebook. Saw what I did there? It doesn't have that much power anymore. It's censoring everybody. Look, try setting up your own independent media network on Facebook. Tell me how that works out. Because we did, and it turned out to be an epic disaster because Facebook likes to censor people. What destroyed the Democrats in 2016 was the fact that they had a hack, fraud, corporate, neoliberal sellout like Hillary Clinton as a nominee. And of course, Bernie Sanders, being the cuck that he was, let the Democrats steal the election from him. Continuing on. Sussman, until recently an attorney with Clinton campaign law firm Perkins Co., is the second person to be charged by John Durham, the special counsel scrutinizing the Russia investigation. Sussman is accused of lying to the FBI during a September 2016 meeting in which he tried to raise alarm about the secret communications between the Trump Organization and Russia's Alpha Bank. Sussman gave then FBI attorney Jim Baker documents and data purporting to show that computer servers associated with Trump and Alpha Bank were in regular contact. This was evidence, Sussman argued, of a possible covert back channel. According to Durman, Sussman told Baker that he was not working for any client and was simply passing on information that had been provided to him by multiple cyber experts who had come across a suspicious web traffic. But according to the detailed indictment, Sussman was in fact trying to plant a politically motivated scam. And that's what Russiagate was. That was Rachel Maddow's bread and butter. Constantly how Russiagate is the end-all be-all of everything. That was her I don't know. Maybe she snorted up Russiagate. I don't know. TYT still drinking in the soup of Russiagate. All these major networks that kept on promoting it, you were promoting a lie and a scam. Hey, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, are you going to demonetize those videos or take them down because they were promoting fake news, false information? Because that's what Russiagate was. A waste of time. It was fake. It was a scam. It was a lie. And the media kept on using that lie. And I've said this before on the show as well. You could tell a really constructed lie. And that lie can last 10 years, 15 years, 50 years, or 100 years. But what all lies have in common is that they break apart. They will never withstand the truth. And yes, it takes some lies to be revealed, but they always, 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 always fall apart. A lie can never stand. A lie will always break. And that's what Russiagate was. And a lot of Americans fell for it. The politicians promoted it. Blue checkmark social media figures promoted it. And the media promoted Russiagate because it was a scam. Continuing on. The theory of reported covert Trump Alpha channel had been cooked up by an unnamed tech executive positioning himself for a top cybersecurity job in the anticipated Clinton administration. Wow, there were a lot of people foaming for a mouth to be part of that Clinton administration. To spread this theory to the media that intelligence community and the executive and Sussman coordinated, Durman says, with Mark Ellis, a colleague of Sussman's at Perkins Co. and the top lawyer for Clinton's 2016 campaign. Sussman and Ellis, in turn, coordinated with the private intelligence company Fusion GPS. Elias had already hired the firm on Clinton's behalf to produce the Steele dossier and collected fabricated reports by ex-British spy Christopher Steele alleging a long-standing Trump-Russia conspiracy blackmail relationship. According to Steele, it was Sussman in a July 2016 meeting who first informed him about Alpha Bank's server story. Elias kept Clinton campaign members informed as well, including the campaign manager, communications director, and foreign policy advisor. In February 2017, Sussman met with a CIA official to push the Alpha Bank narrative. Sussman concealed this plot from the FBI, along with the fact that he was billing Clinton for his involvement. The meeting with the FBI's Baker, for example, was charged to the Clinton campaign as work and communication regarding confidential project. In fact, according to German, all or nearly all of Sussman's work on the Alpha Bank story prior to meeting Baker was billed to the Clinton campaign. And that's just genius. I love it because, again, this, for me, I feel like this great weight has been put off my back about how I was constantly yelled at and bombarded with a lot of people from social media, even my friends and family, about how I was against Clinton being the nominee and how I was basically saying, hey, look, I was there in Philly. I saw firsthand how the Clinton campaign was treating Green Party people and Bernie Sanders supporters. It will be a miracle if she wins this election. And just seeing it all now fall apart and just seeing how Russiagate was a scam, seeing how, again, the Clinton campaign was just as corrupt as any other political campaign, it's music to my ears. Because it's long overdue that the vote blue, no matter who crowd, finally eats their own words. The Clinton campaign kept on lying. The Clinton campaign promoted this lie. And it's really pathetic that for a long time, a lot of people on social media went to bat for Hillary, especially after 2016. It's just so wonderful to see it all fall apart and how the Clinton campaign is again being revealed for this corrupt system. And again, maybe it's a little off topic, but hey, Bernie Sanders. Here it is, right in front of you. The evidence is showing Russiagate was a scam and the Clinton campaign had no integrity whatsoever. But you being the cuck, let them take the nomination from you. You never even fought for your people. And even you are still promoting this goddamn lie of Russiagate. Really pathetic. So, continuing on. In Sussman's orbit, hiding the money trail was established Russiagate practice. His law firm Perkins Co. and the Clinton campaign concealed that they had funded the Steele dossier until a subpoena from the GOP-controlled House Intelligence Committee forced him to admit the truth in October of 2017. The FBI also concealed Steele's Democratic funders from the FISA court when it used a dossier to obtain surveillance warrant on Trump's campaign volunteer Carter Page. So again, Aaron Mate speaking truth to power, and again, detailed article. Truly, excuse me about that. I've been talking for about a whole hour. Usually, I'm used to having my fellow co-hosts here, but I just want to end this article with the fact that not once did anyone in corporate media or the larger progressive YouTube channels ever stop to think, wait a minute, about Russiagate. There's more to it. We need to look further into this story. And I urge all of our viewers and subscribers to read the rest of Aaron Mate's article. It's in the show notes in the description box below. It's on Substack. And again, one of the few journalists to go into full detail about how much of a danger a lie can be. Aaron Mate in this article details point by point why the Clinton campaign was part of this and why, again, Russiagate was a scam. It was a lie promoted by those in power. And when you promote a lie, you destroy the credibility of every single institution. But let's be very clear about the institutions here in the United States when it comes down to the political establishment and corporate media. They have no credibility at all. We've been lied to enough. And this is why we need to support independent media. We need to support journalists like Aaron Mate, the journalists at the Gray Zone, the journalists at Mint Press News, Hard Lens Media, Mikatsu Casa, The Convo Couch, Slow News Day, and numerous other independent media journalists that are out there that are speaking truth to power. Because obviously we're not going to get it from corporate media. If I can see that Russiagate was a scam, if all of you could see Russiagate was a scam, what does that tell you about those in power? They think they can continue to lie to us. They think they can continue to pull the wool over our eyes. No more to that BS. If we want to live in a better future, we got to get rid of these big tech corporations that are censoring independent media. We got to get rid of that monopoly. We have to get rid of the monopoly of corporate media. We have to get money out of politics. We got to get rid of Citizens United and McCutcheon's decision. We have to support Medicare for all. We have to support this general strike that's being promoted by the Fred Hampton leftists on how they're trying to build an infrastructure so it's a continuous general strike so that we don't have to rely on politicians to constantly lie to us and never show up. We need to start pushing back. Let this be a lesson to all of us. Don't believe into the scams and lies. We all have to think for ourselves. And with that, I'm glad to see the lie of Russiagate fall apart. Shout out to Aaron Mate, who wrote a really great article. Be sure to read it in its full entirety. It's worth to read, and be sure to subscribe to his Substack as well. He's one of the few journalists out there that, has integrity and can get the job done. So shout out to Aaron Mate, and shout out to everyone else that knew that Russiagate was a scam. Shout out to all of you, our viewers and subscribers.